All right. So quadratics, graphing and factoring. You have graphed x squared minus 4. What are the x-intercepts? Okay. If your graph's accurate, right? Did anybody not graph theirs that way? Okay. So if you're going to use the graph to find your roots and zeros, make sure it's accurate. What are my roots and zeros? This is not a trick question. And 2 and negative 2. Hey, look at that. Yes, they always match. Okay. How would I figure those out using the equation? Okay, well, the degree's 2, so we know there are 2, at least, you know, up to 2 complex roots. Yeah, but how do you know it's 2 and negative 2 then? Okay, so mathematical proper mathematics here. You have to plug 0 in for f of x and solve, because the y value at these two is what? What's the y value right there? 0. So we're plugging 0 in, solving for the x values.
This is defined as 0, right?
Right. And somebody said we could factor that, right? Okay, from here, many of you can look at it and say 2 and negative 2, right? Okay, it works right now for this one, but if they get more difficult, they're gonna. You have to set them each equal to 0. Okay, you might have to take that last step there, because they do get more difficult. So yesterday, we covered the difference of 2 squares, and right, how to do that one. And we covered basic factoring. Okay, the question is, how would I factor something like this? This one's not groupable. It only has 3 terms. Okay, I'm going to show you a really easy method, because that number in front there kind of throws you for a loop, right? Okay, first step. You guys know A, B, and C, right? Yeah. Okay, good. So does my 3-year-old daughter. We're going to take A times C. Okay. And we're going to factor that answer. What are the factors of 12?
1 and 12.
He did say 1 and 6. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to find the difference. So 12 minus 1 is? 6 minus 2 is? 4 minus 3 is? 1. That's very interesting. This worked last time. I know it's factorable.
It is. I don't know how to do it. I don't remember to use this class. Well, you use the X thing.
Oh. What are the other possible factors of 12?
Negative 2. It's going to be the negative 6 and negative 2. Maybe that one.
This is not. Okay, we're just going to try work this one through. See if it works. Add those up. And I don't like the way this is going, but we're going to give it a shot anyways. So these add up to negative 8, right? So that's what we're gonna go with it for now. I just learned this morning, so every time I tried it, it worked, and now it's not working. How about that? Okay. Well, this that I just did with the negatives was not inside of what I learned this morning, so.
I remember we did it.
Did you? Okay. No, you don't, Mikey, because I've never done it before. Now we're going to use the Punnett square to finish it off. Don't say that. Sophomores love these right now, don't you?
No. Oh, yeah, you guys are going over to worst time experience.
Okay, so we know that we have to multiply to get 4, multiply to get 3n squared, right? The question is, what numbers go here and here? So let's just try it. Oh, that would be an n, sorry. Let's not just switch variables all of a sudden. So these two, you might have to try here, you might have to try here. But we do know they add up to negative 8, right? So that's checked off.
Wait, how are you getting the negative 2n and the 4?
The 4 is from here. So this here has to be negative 2. That has to be negative 2. Hey, it worked. So what are my factors? 3n minus 2 and n minus 2.
Oh,
Done.
I'm so confused.
Yes, you are. Okay. What? Anybody? Where are we stuck?
At the Punnett square.
Okay.
What happened to your negative 6 and your negative 2? Those
Right there? Those ones?
How you back? No, in the Punnett square.
Right here.
I know, but in your equation, what happens to them? Why did they disappear?
Because these form negative 8n, but how we get there, because of this 3n, times the negative 2 is negative 6. So It's the outside terms of the FOIL. So we're trying to form our factors by using this information.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so we know that we have negative 6n and negative 2n, right? You with me there? What is negative 2n divided by n? These two, yeah, that and that have to multiply to get negative 2n.
Oh.
That and that have to multiply to get negative 6.
It's easier with just letters.
Okay. So for the people that were in since last year, this is probably a little easier. Some of you have already seen it, I hear. Right? The other way was just plug and chug and hammer it out, and it didn't work very well. What are the zeros of that? No, see, that's where you have to be careful. It's 3n minus 2 equals 0. You have to solve. Okay, so be careful there, right? Do you think you can duplicate this method? Okay.
Okay, I'm confused on why you did the zero.
To show you how to calculate the zeros from the factors.
Is it going to ask us to do that?
Eventually, yeah, not on the activity we're going to do, but okay, let's do Tuesday. Now, I know I'm shooting myself in the foot because every time I give you guys more than 2 days, you're not doing it. Okay? So this is kind of a test. I will be gone Friday. This is not due until Tuesday. I suggest you work on it tonight and tomorrow so that you have a free weekend. Okay, tonight, 4 and 9 are graphing factoring. Listen up. Tomorrow, we'll do completing the square and the quadratic formula. That's the rest of it. Okay? Yep.
That's